They about to look at the shit that I'm on. Why don't we get in topic? Crew looking like Pentatonics. Locked in, recording in tropics. In the East, big 3, big Bron, CB, way good. He working on optics. Thought biz while smoking exotics. We lit, never thought about it. Cause they about to look at the shit that I'm on. Why don't we get in topics? Sitting way back, all black, I'm talking. Feeling like Shaq, I weigh my options. In the East, big 3, big Bron, CB, way good. He working on optics. Thought biz while smoking exotic. It's saucy, all the project. It's saucy.
What's up? RCR presents MSD Sports, and we back at it with another one. Episode 60, everybody. My name is Sen, also known as YBK. We got Mikey over here. We got David Camden over here. And let's go, Mikey, introduce yourself, Mikey, introduce yourself.
You already know what it is, episode 60. It's your boy, Michael John. I'm with the boys.
Yes, sir, Let's talk a little bit. Camden, what's up?
What's going on? It's your boy, Mr. Club Paradise, a.k.a. Camden Lee, and I am with the greatest trio ever assembled, MSD Sports. Guys, episode 60.
Ooh.
I can't believe it. 60 episodes. I mean, we're going back to the old days, to how it used to be. The big three. YBK?
Yes, sir.
What are we doing today?
You already know. Let's get it. MSD Sports episode 60 agenda. Let's go. MLB Trade Deadline next Monday, August 3rd coming up. Yankee, Red Sox. We going to talk about it. NBA. The king has made the decision. We going to talk about it. But there's another rumor about another GOAT here. We don't know where he's going to go, if he's going to stay, but we're going to talk about that too. NFL. The summer games are starting. The season's about to start. People are loaded in. Let's get it. Let's talk about it. MLB, let's go. Trade deadline. There's been a spark. I mean, there's been a trade already made by Joel Sox. Mm-hmm. So we're going to talk about that right now. Let's
start. We can start with the Sox because I feel like we always start with our teams, right? Red Sox and Yankees. No more win streak, right? Win streak has been snapped. Yep. But it's like I said, if you flash back to last episode, I said I almost want the win streak to just end because you can't win out for the rest of the year. Yeah. 15-game winning streak, absolutely incredible. But I'm happy with what I'm seeing from the Red Sox. Very, very, very happy because I just want them to win series. It's something I talked about last time. I would just prefer for them to win series. So the win streak was snapped by the Orioles, but we won the series.
That's good.
We took 2 out of 3, and then we played Toronto. Took 2 out of 3.
Pretty good.
Not a problem.
Won the series.
What have you been seeing lately? We also played Oakland last night. We took that game, but what have you been seeing lately, David?
I feel like at the end of the day, it was an interesting situation because the day we were on last week, we had a rain delay in Boston, and so it kind of took us out of our normal, way of feeling. We were kind of getting ready, and then it got moved a little bit. So I think, the rain kind of put us on a little bit of an edge, and we lost. However, we're back winning. We've won 2 games in a row. Obviously, I think 5 out of 7 out of this last one, which has been great.
Pretty good.
We made a trade recently, Michael John. And, like I said, I felt like, we'll see what happens. We have a couple more weeks, about a week until we'll see what's going on. But we made this trade, and what happened, YBK? I mean,
let's talk about the trade before we talk about what happened, because we can't equate the trade to what happened, because you couldn't predict that at that point what was going to happen.
Yeah.
Connolly Early, who was 7-5, I think, about like a 3.3 ERA, 3.5 maybe, was traded for utility infielder from the Nationals. Is that where he was?
Yep.
Curtis Mead. And Curtis Mead was batting about 250, 17, 18 home runs, 50 ribbies. And I personally liked what they aimed for. Could we get Abrams? Well, Abrams leads the league in RBIs right now and is, raking. I think it would have cost a lot more than Connolly Early, who's good, albeit having a good year, but is young and largely unproven. Right. You feel me? Yep. I thought they targeted a smart thing to target, a utility infielder, get some of the pressure off of the bats that have been having to produce for us. Of course, Wilson Contreras, Wilyer Abreu, some of these guys, Ceddanne Rafaela, who we've been leaning on to drive in the runs. I thought it was a good trade. I thought both teams now, did the Red Sox give up more of a prospect? They did. But when you're targeting something your team lacks, you do got to give up something. You know what I mean? You're the one that's looking to fill in a hole on your team, so they gave up a bit of a prospect.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys, what you think. I think I give a good grade to the Nationals for getting a good prospect. If it was like a B+ for Nationals, I'd give like a B to the Red Sox, B- area.
I agree.
I mean, here's the thing. I think on paper and kind of, in hindsight, 2020, you know what I mean? We could say that because we can break some news right after this. I felt like, okay, it wasn't too much of a splash. We didn't spend too much. We got something that wasn't terrible. It's kind of like, when your grandma gives you a peppermint mint. You know what I'm saying? It ain't the greatest thing. It's not like it's $20 in your hand. But it's, it's something that you can suck on. You're like, all right, cool, no problem. However, I felt as though it was a little bit rushing the gun because I felt like we have until August 3rd. I say let's wait until right before that Dodger situation and kind of go from there. YBK, did you feel like we kind of rushed the trade, or did you feel like I know you guys felt like it was a good trade, but I'm feeling like it was a little rushed. We had more time.
I feel like when you see like these kind of players, like the youngins, right, not the superstars, it's never too late. I feel like, in my opinion. And then when I look at this trade, Curtis Mead for Connolly early, it's kind of similar on how their contracts work too. I'm seeing that Curtis Mead has team control till 2030, and then Connolly early has team control till 2031. So both sides, I feel like they did a great job. Red Sox, we talked about last week. They have a lot of starting pitching here, so it's not like Connolly early was like, I miss him a lot.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Y'all got plenty of depth.
Ranger Suarez just came back this last week. Pitched 4 innings, gave up nothing, or gave up 1 run. I can't remember if it was 1 run or no runs.
Yeah.
So
I feel like
better left-hander.
I feel like it's good.
Yeah.
There's not like, I'm gonna miss early a lot, because I feel like you're filling what you need right here, which is a utility infielder, middle of the infield. But I like the trade. Both contracts work. I feel like both sides, B+, B+, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Now we can break the news that you're saying, but it comes after.
That's what happened.
That happened after the trade, so we need to acknowledge that.
So Michael John, tell the viewers exactly.
Yesterday, Curtis Mead debuted for the Boston Red Sox.
Nice.
He struck out on his first at bat, and at his second at bat, he was hit by a pitch. The initial X-rays came back negative. Unfortunately, the second MRI today revealed a fractured wrist. So he's on the injured list.
How long are you out for?
Indefinitely. They need to see the extent of the injury, and you need to see recovery timetable. And it sucks because it feels like you made a move, a bit of an aggressive move to fill in a spot because we are buyers.
Right.
There you go. It turns out first major deal of the MLB Trade Deadline season, we're buyers. And it doesn't, to me, it hurts, but it doesn't mean that like everything's over with, and just because that
not at all.
We need that, like a good piece to fill in there. It would be nice to have a hitter who could play third base, shortstop, second base on any given night, give someone a night off, and come in there and bat 250 and hit a home run and put some runs on the board.
Now, with this situation that we've had, do you know what I mean? We've had this freak accident, you know what I mean, of a problem, which, you know what I mean? You get somebody on their brand new debut, you know what I mean? They strike out and then they're out for the indefinite future. Do you feel like it's time again to maybe do something just to throw something out? Or are you saying, hey, we kind of did a little something. I feel like we shouldn't jinx it. Sorry.
Well, I mean, listen, for the right price.
Yeah, exactly. I feel like what we talked about, Connolly early, Meader, and like superstars. So I feel like Red Sox have plenty of moves to make here.
Yeah.
I feel like for Mead, it sucks to shut him down now, but you have control over him for a long time. So I feel like it's gonna be good when he turns out next year somewhere, comes back healthy.
Yeah.
Yes,
or the postseason. You never know if he
that's true too. Because it's not broken, right? It's fractured, you said.
Fractured.
But it could be 6 to 8
wrist.
weeks.
Not bad.
To be honest, I'm not exactly sure, but I will say it does look like the Red Sox are still in the market for a shortstop because Mead's a third base by, I think, natural position. I think that's what he has been playing, but he's a utility infielder.
Yeah.
But Red Sox also got their eye on Marlins shortstop Otto Lopez,
saw that,
who's batting .331. He's leading in average. He leads the league in average, batting .331. 9 home runs, 48 RBIs, and .862 OPS.
Okay,
not bad, and it would be great to have a true shortstop.
Right.
You know what I mean? To just fill someone in. It's like Story's going to be out, right? I'm pretty sure there's not a immediate. I don't know what the immediate timetable for his return is. But just looking at the last few games, I like what I'm seeing. Now, Sonny Gray had a tough outing. Kind of good. Get it out the way. He was on a roll for a long time. He had a tough outing. Gave up like 4 or 5 runs. Yeah. And then Dylan Cease, we talked about him
right?
We talked about him last week about how he overtook that Cy Young first place, and he freaking showed it. He pitched a one-hitter against us. Absolutely dominated us. And I watched a lot of that outing.
Yeah.
That boy,
oh
my gosh, I understand why Blue Jays paid that money for him. Damn.
Yeah.
That boy really shut us down. Yeah. So, tough game, but besides that, it's 3 out of the last 4.
Right.
What I really liked to see last night was that we went down early to the A's. Peyton Toll gave up a little early run a little bit later, but our boy Rafaela coming in clutch again. Grand slam to take the lead, and the relief pitching shut him down yet again.
Well, it's funny. I saw the clip of when he hit that grand slam. He thought that they caught it out, so he was
mad, right? He was
mad at first because at first he's thinking, "Oh, I didn't do it. I didn't come in the clutch." And then finally, as he's running the bases and he's hearing the crowd kind of exclaiming away, then he started to realize, "Oh snap! I really did it." And I think that's what I really like about this team. You know what I mean? They're so humble. You know what I mean? They really care. They want to win. They're determined. So, we'll see what happens as the following weeks kind of move forward. But I'm really proud of my Sox. I really feel like they're going to be a formidable, playoff contender if they can get there.
Yeah, let's see what happens, We got Jake Bennett on the mound tonight. He's been pitching great. We've been talking about him for the last few weeks. Yep. He's 6-3, 2.58. Sub 1 whip, and let's see what happens. Let's keep going. And the A's they sorry right now. They lost 24 out of 30.
Yeah.
So let's just win this series again. I don't care if you lose 1 out of every 3, but you win 2 out of 3. You win 3 out of 4. I don't care. You can't win every game. Let's just keep padding that lead. Make sure we can get that wild card. And what once looked like we were 12, 13 games back from our own division it's catch. We're not out yet. It's not done.
Dude.
We got 50 games plus left this year, guys. Mm-hmm. So I don't really know what else much to say about the Red Sox because I feel like that kind of covers what, made a big move, still playing good ball. Relief pitchers are still playing well. I want to hear what's going on with the Yankees so then we can kind of talk a little bit about how our division and how our league is going to shake out.
Yeah.
Compared to last week, Yankees are pretty not bad right now. We're 60-46 right now in the American League East. But we got unfortunate news. I think it happened yesterday or 2 days ago. Cody Bellinger shut down for 4 to 6 weeks with a grade 2 strain on his hamstring. So it was not good. He was running the bases, and then he felt something, and then it turns out it was like, all right, we're not going to put you in the IL. You're going to be day-to-day. And then Aaron Boone yesterday announced that he'd be out for 4 to 6 weeks. So this is not good right now. We got Cody out, Judge out, and Stanton out. We got the heavy hitters are out right now, out of commission.
What's going on with Ben Rice right now? Is he still carrying?
Ben Rice is still raking. He's still carrying. He's going at it right now. He's really good. He's still putting up some good numbers right now for the Yankees. 31 home runs, 947 OPS, 275 average, but that's basically it.
Okay.
The rest of the lineup here, it was almost kind of like the averages aren't good, so the Yankees are showing the OPSs right now at the home stadium. So it's not that good, but Ben Rice, unfortunately, has been doing very well. So this means right here, we got to make moves here because we're still in a good position to be buyers. We're definitely not going to be sellers. But Judge coming back late August, Stanton, we don't know the timetable, and now Cody out for 4 to 6 weeks. We're kind of left to dry right here. Luckily, Max Fried came back. He had a rough outing, his second outing, but our arms are fine, I feel like, in my opinion. We still got to get some bats here. I'm talking about C.J. Abrams here during, before the pod started. C.J. Abrams, they're going to ask for a lot here.
Yeah.
Jeremy Pena, they're going to ask for a lot here. So I don't know. Otto Lopez as well, looks good for us too. So the shortstop market, it's kind of low, but man, we got to make some moves here. I don't know what Cashman is doing. I feel like we got to make a blockbuster.
Yeah, I'm wondering what are you guys going to do? Who are you going to trade in order to get somebody big?
Oh, we got plenty of prospects, I feel like. We still got like Jason Dominguez. We have Volpe. We have Spencer Jones.
Yeah.
We have George Lombard, our shortstop that is in the minor leagues right now. But I'm like reading here maybe to fill up the right-handed batters in our lineup, maybe Ryan Jeffers from the Minnesota Twins. Hunter Goodman and the Rockies, I feel like they're going to ask for a lot because that's their kind of franchise player.
Yep.
I think he has like 31 home runs right now in the National League, looking pretty good. But I feel like the addition of Ryan Jeffers would help a lot with the Yankees, who has a 933 OPS, as well as Luis Arias, second baseman for the San Diego Padres. Okay. He's batting at 326, and that'll be a great kind of leadoff hitter forever. Like, we ain't gonna switch him out, leave him in the leadoff spot, wait for the veteran bats to come back. But I don't know. We have to make moves here, and Monday is the trade deadline. Yeah. And Cashman gotta do something right here. But I've been hearing rumors on Schoolball's trade deadline here. I saw Yankees, I saw Brewers, I saw Dodgers, and I saw Rays here in the suitors here. But I know that our starting rotation is pretty solid. But again, we can't let the Dodgers have Schoolball.
Maybe the Rays will finally make a move for a big market name. It's not in their DNA, but
that's true. But it's a rental. It's gonna be a rental.
Yeah,
and they might need it.
I feel like
I think so.
If Schoolball goes to the Brewers, it's gonna look pretty good for them. Yeah, adding with the Jacob Mizorowski kind of thing, 1-2 punch.
Ooh,
but
that'd be crazy.
I don't know. I feel like for us, Schoolball's not. We don't need him right now. It's not a rush. We need bats right now because. And again, fourth week in a row, our lineup is so flat. It's not looking too good right now. So I feel like let's add some bats here, Cashman. Get Ryan Jeffers and Luis Arias, because last week I was talking about C.J. Abrams, Jeremy Pena, but they're going to ask for too much.
Yeah.
Too much over here.
I heard some things about your boy Jazz.
Yeah.
Are you guys willing to part ways with him?
I'm down to part ways with him. Really? He's been doing trash for us right now. The only asset I feel like he brings is the stolen base. I think he has like 26, but that's mostly it.
Jazz Chisholm?
Yeah.
Oh, wait, yeah, he's not hitting great this year, huh?
226, 714 OPS. I just like the swag, but the swag doesn't swag if you ain't batting. If you ain't doing well.
Yeah, YBK said it. He said the swag doesn't swag.
We talked about this, I remember. If you ain't doing well, your swag and one-piece memorabilia, all this anime thing ain't gonna hit if you doing whack.
Yeah.
So
I mean, I've heard some rumblings that they're thinking about shipping him out. His at bats have been cut over the last few games. And I'm wondering if that's to save injury or to give a little bit of possibilities for other players.
He's going to be a free agent after this year.
This is his
contract year, and he's batting that. You ain't going to get re-signed, Jazz.
This is what I'm saying. I'm wondering if he's on the trading block. If you guys are looking for a blockbuster deal, I think, Chisholm might be on the trading block, and, you guys give some of those prospects up.
This is what I said. We need a trade deadline miracle over here. Last season, I remember we got we boasted a bullpen. David Bednar, Camilo Doval, Fernando Cruz. We got 7 people. We need more than that for the bats right now. So,
but it's not like you guys don't have them. They're just hurt.
They hurt, but
do you know what I'm saying? It's not like that you guys everybody's at full strength. Like like the Sox where we're at, and it's like, okay, we feel like we're pretty good. We need to add that extra 2 to 5%. You got the Avengers. They just on the DL, big chilling.
Yeah.
But the rest of the lineup is doing so poorly, except Ben Ratz.
Listen, that's why I feel like it's more important to have a better continuity team like the Sox are building than some big old Giants. Because if the big old Giants go down, Cody's been holding down the team for the last month or so, and even then it's been tough to stick together. So I feel like it's difficult to win championships if all your Giants aren't firing at all cylinders. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? I think it makes it difficult. Unless you're the Dodgers, because they're paying everybody 50 cents to, so that they can win a chip.
Yeah, it's going to be tough. It's going to be I feel like it's going to be a good race in the American League with the Rays, Sox, and the Yankees here. But Cam Schlittler, do your thing. You've been doing well. Let's get it.
He had a good outing. He had a bounce back outing after that tough outing.
I think the same day when Cease had the complete game. Yeah, he had a nice 7.5.
Yeah,
7 1/3 with 12 strikeouts.
Yeah, it's funny though because it's just a step behind. You know what I mean? Okay, you overtook me. All right, look at this.
They're fighting
seven in a third innings, 3 hits, and Dylan Cease says, okay, 9 innings, 1 hit. Oh God, so
it's gonna be a battle here.
No, it's interesting to look at. Actually, I'd like to take a look at those Cy Young odds because we've been looking at them. So let's keep. I'm gonna pull it up right now because I want to see what we're looking at.
I saw the only thing Cam Schlittler's leading when you compared him and Dylan Cease is the whip.
Yeah.
He just has a little lower whip. I think it's 0.92, I believe.
Let's see. Why can't I find where the Cy Young? Oh, okay. Hey, he actually, it flopped back. It has flopped back into Cam's favor, minus 135, plus 130 for Dylan Cease. Everyone else is either a 25-1 favorite or longer.
Oh, yep.
So it's really a two-man race over there right now.
Basically.
We'll see what happens because that's they're going to have to go tit for tat. I don't really have a strong preference over either right now. Like, I'm not ready to, like, hand it one way or hand it to another just because I just feel like there's still a decent amount of time left. The numbers look good upon like quick looking at it. It's good. It looks like Cam's got him edged on like record, ERA, WHIP. Like it's all it's all a little bit better. You know what I mean? But we'll see because I feel like Cease has been starting to show the real dominance that commanded a large contract that he got. But it might be Cam's to lose if he could just ride out this wave that he's got.
It's crazy how Cease has more strikeouts because he has 2 less starts than Schiller, and he has more strikeouts.
Yeah, crazy.
Pretty crazy.
Yeah,
I saw that stat. I was like, I'm pretty impressive.
Yeah, that is pretty crazy. So, how about the NL MVP odds, which are getting a little bit closer, guys?
Bro, it's a battle between Shohei Ohtani and Pete Crow Armstrong, everybody.
What?
We didn't talk about him at all in this season because we don't talk about them Cubs.
Yeah, it was funny. We talked about it last week a little bit, but we were like, we keep saying, let's just give it. I keep saying, let's just give it to
Shohei.
Ohtani. But I did mention last week, I'm like, the one thing that PCA has is that he is the best defensive player.
Yes.
Easily.
Oh, yeah.
That's what we talked about last week. I'm like, he's the bona fide gold glove from his position and has made spectacular plays this year. But he's also batting really, really well with that.
He's going 288 batting average, 928 OPS, 23 home runs, 60 RBIs.
23 home runs? And how many RBIs?
60.
That's not bad.
Yeah, well, Shohei's sitting 282. Batting average, 22 home runs, 61 RBIs, and a .907 OPS. So, like, Shohei's got him edged there. And like we said last week, the amount of work he's done for pitching already this year,
first half of the season.
How much does it separate him from PCA? But it's like, what have you been doing for me lately?
Yeah.
That's how, like, I look at it.
How many starts did he have, Shohei, overall?
I feel
this
like
season?
he's like he was 8-2 over how many?
Starts?
Let's take a look.
14.
14 starts, 8-2, 1.79 ERA, sub-1 WHIP.
This reminds me of when Shohei was in the Angels, and it was always Shohei versus Judge. Who's going to take the MVP? And everyone chose Shohei because of pitching.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to go in the National League side, be like, I'm going to give it to Shohei because that 14 starts, pretty good. I think
it's amazing.
Lower than 2 ERA?
Yeah, and it's a 3 WAR nearly, 2.9 WAR.
I mean,
you're still sneaking it.
But PCA's been doing his thing though.
Yeah.
He's been doing well. Because the Cubs are what? They're above 500, right?
They are above. They've won 60 games, which is
okay. They won
60.
Okay.
So they're they're doing the thing.
They are doing well.
Yeah,
they are doing well, and he's the leader there.
Yeah.
So we got to give him that credit. I
agree.
How
does the National League Cy Young looking over there? Let me take a look.
It's got to be
Sanchez at this point, right?
Oh, Jacob Mizorowski and Zach Wheeler and Sanchez.
Yep.
Yeah, Miz has got the edge, I think, so far. I think if there was only one Cy Young given per year, it's going this year. No doubt, it's going to Miz.
I agree
because he leads in ERA, Ks, and WHIP. So all the major categories besides wins, but wins can be a little bit skewed.
Right.
What's his strikeout per 9 innings? This guy, I'm sure, got a high.
It's got to be crazy.
Yeah, because
it's got to be crazy.
He's been going crazy. Everybody. You gotta look out for his baseball card, everybody. You gotta get that Jacob Mizorowski baseball card. His strikeout per 9 innings, 13.9, almost 14 strikeouts per start, everybody. That's incredible. Oh my goodness, this guy's having himself a
He's at least going 5 innings, and he's gonna strike somebody out.
Yeah, well, it's ridiculous, kind of how good he's been. Yeah, simply put. And they're really good. The Brewers are there to give the Dodgers a run for the money, no problem.
One thing I'm scared about is, of course, Jacob's having a crazy breakout season. But last season, Brewers had to they led the league in wins in the regular season.
That's right.
So I don't know. Like, hopefully they don't fall into the same formula, same strategy the Dodgers are doing and getting eliminated in the playoffs. But they're looking really strong here this year.
I like that.
Yeah,
I like that.
National League.
So what do you guys think for AL? Who's coming out the AL? What are we looking at? Or let's just talk about AL East.
AL in general?
You think your Yankees can surpass the Rays? And
I feel like
do you give any shot for the Red Sox to catch up?
I feel like Red Sox can catch up, but I feel like how weak the American League is compared to the National League.
Yes.
I feel like I can see us coming out in the postseason here.
Yeah.
Put us in a series. I feel like, of course, our bats are kind of missing right now, but come on, you got Schlittler, Cole, and Fried as a three-headed dragon, and then you got Rodon and Warren like as a 4-5. I feel like we can kind of get the series going.
Yankees still have the second best odds to win the World Series. And you guys have, but it's funny, you have the second best odd to win the World Series, but only the second best odds to win your division.
Wow, that's funny.
Isn't that crazy right now? Because the Rays are slightly favored to win the division, minus 105, but they're a 14-1
Damn.
odds to win the World Series, but the Yankees are plus 550.
See, this is where I get confused because I'm like, listen, you got the best record. Why does the Caesar's Palace, you know what I mean, the book say, we ain't feeling too good about you if you're killing and dominating during the regular season? It doesn't make sense to me.
All right, it's interesting.
Yeah.
Baseball, too, is so many games played and comes down to just a short series, especially for the team that's going to be stuck in the wild card, right? If you get stuck in a wild card situation,
series,
it could be anyone.
Yeah.
You feel me? So Yankees got to try to go for the division.
I agree.
They got to try to get the division. But I will say, shout out to the Red Sox, who are now only a 12-1 favorite, which is still a far favorite to win the division. Much better than it was a month and a half, 2 months ago. Much better.
I mean, y'all better than the AL reigning Toronto Blue Jays. They kind of like
they
died off.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
They're having a tough go. So
But speaking of postseason, I feel like yes, the regular season does count and like kind of reflects on how well you did in the season.
Right.
But it's like everyone 0-0. It's a whole different ball game. You know what I mean? Once you hit playoffs, so I feel like different like gears shift and a postseason gear hits. So yeah, it's gonna be fun.
Okay, I love it.
Yep, we're gonna have to see. Got another game tonight.
Yep.
We got a game tonight. We're gonna see what happens with the Sox. Hopefully they'll be able to smooth out, and hopefully this trade deadline we'll be able to talk about not too much news because I want to keep this continuity running the way we love it.
Yes.
Guys, are you guys ready?
Oh, we ready. I'm ready.
Listen,
let's go.
You know, this is probably one of the biggest episodes that we've done due to the fact that we have had one of the biggest names in all of sports holding the NBA hostage for a number of weeks.
Yes.
When I tell you, you know, grandmas, aunties, uncles, people on the block, everybody has 2 cents about where this man was going to go.
Yes.
And, you know, he sat actually at a Fanatics interview.
Oh, yes.
And, you know, spoke. And if you guys don't know who we're talking about, we are talking about Mr. the King, LeBron James.
Oh, my king.
He was sitting at a Fanatics interview.
With Halliburton
and some other, you know what I mean? And he always said, you know, I believe in, you know what I mean, good habits. I believe in working hard. I believe in trusting the process.
Yep.
The crowd did a little murmur. It was very, very eerie.
Yep.
Come to find out, weeks later, LeBron James is going to the Philadelphia 76ers.
I love it.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, another team back on the East, LeBron James. YBK.
Yes, sir.
This is your man.
Yes.
This is your guy.
Yes.
How are you feeling? Talk to the team.
Let's go, everybody. This is going to be my 5th team in basketball for my life. Let's get it. I got to go get a Philly jersey 23. Mr. LeBron James has signed a 2-year contract. I'll round it up. It's at 7.9, but $8 million. He took a veteran minimum to join forces with Tyrese Maxey, Joel Embiid, Jaylen Brown, and VJ Edgecombe and company. Everybody, I feel like this contract works perfectly in favor of LeBron. He signed a 2-year, it's true, but he has a player option in the 2nd year. So he's like, if he doesn't like Philly by the end of that season, he can be like, I'm going to go be a free agent. Be back. But I feel like, did you hear the news after when he was signed?
I did not hear. Talk to the people.
I heard that he's going to be facilitating the ball. I heard he might be a point guard for the Philadelphia 76ers.
Woo!
And that moves Tyrese into the 2, and VJ and Jaylen Brown can kind of take turns in the 3-4. But LeBron point guard 76ers?
You think so?
I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that, but I like it. City of Philadelphia is roaring right now. I'm an Eagles fan too.
Of course.
So it's like 2 out of the 3 major sports. I'm a Philadelphia fan, so let's get it. Michael John, how'd you feel about this signing?
I mean, it's good for the Sixers, right?
Yep.
Great signing for them. Player or a team-friendly contract, and the King is going to Philly.
Wow.
King is going to Philly.
I mean, it's a big shakeup. We all knew that if you wanted to have a chance to get to the finals, more likely shot is to go through the East.
Yes.
So let's say that, right? Everyone was speculating, what does he want to do? Does he want to go back home to Cleveland? It wasn't about going back home. He said it. It's not about family. It's not about going back home. It's about basketball happiness. And evidently, because of the decision, his basketball happiness is winning.
Yeah.
That's the basketball happiness that he has.
I like that.
Now, I don't know about all this, him running point. I don't think so. I think that would be foolish, to be honest with you. I think it would be way too much. I think he'll perform much better doing that when the other guys are on the bench, maybe. Because I would much rather prefer you let Maxey run point. I think it's going to be I would like that better. I would like to see LeBron either being that 3 or the 4.
The 4 would be
that's what I would like to see him playing as. They got a good bench because they didn't just bring in LeBron for a veteran minimum. They brought in KCP.
Yep.
So they got another one to add to the team on a team-friendly deal. Let's not forget they already brought in Anthony Simons as a strong shooting guard off of the bench. You got Edgecombe. You got Jaylen Brown that you traded for. You got Joel Embiid. You got Dominic Barlow and Adam Bona from last year. Some guys who was in your system and playing. They also signed Dean Wade. He left because he left Cleveland. That was earlier this. So they got a good team. That young Barlow, they got a good team, and rightfully so. They are now tied with the Knicks for the second best odds to win the championship. Yeah, because the Spurs and the Thunder are both sitting at plus 270 right now for the NBA futures on ESPN. ESPN Sportsbook. We're gonna go with DraftKings. That's what we're quoting here. Then you got the Knicks and the 76ers at plus 900. So I think fantastic move for Philadelphia. Congratulations to them. They sent Daryl Morey out of there a few years ago, right? A couple of years ago, and Bob Myers came in. Same Bob Myers that brought KD to Golden State, right?
Wow.
So look at that. Would you look at that? Wow. There's no more trusting the process. This is the final step of the process. It's championship or bust. That's it. That's what it's looking like to me.
I feel like when we talked about
Championship or
last
bust.
episode, for LeBron to win, the Sixers was the best option compared to Cleveland and Miami. So I feel like good for LeBron. Let's see how they do. I'm pretty excited for the starting 5. Like, you know what I'm saying?
The starting 5 is going to be really interesting. You know, I mean, I'm on the golf course Friday morning, and I'm seeing what's happening. I'm like, oh my goodness! I'm looking at it. It's like 7:00. I think West Coast time. And I'm like, oh my gosh, LeBron James is signed with the Philadelphia 76ers. And he signed for so little. That's the thing that baffles me out of this entire thing. I'm like, bro, you signed for peanuts on the dollar.
That's what was they knew that was going to happen though. All these teams that he was going to could afford nothing but the veteran minimum. Not even a mid-level exception. It only could be veteran minimum, but he's already a billionaire. He's a billionaire. Let me ask you, did you guys find it surprising, fit, a little bit underwhelming that he announced it through tweets? What do you think about that?
I think here's the thing. Based on the fact that he's already had so many times kind of creating a spectacular like show. You know
spectacle.
What I mean?
Spectacle. For sure.
Thank you. I felt as though he was like, okay, I'm a little bit of an adult now. I'm 40. Let me do it like a tweet. Like a lot of the investors or the billionaires or all that, all that other stuff does. I was a little surprised though. I was a little like, this doesn't feel like the LeBron that I know, because the LeBron I know is a showman. And other than the trust the process situation that he had at Fanatics, that was the only little gem that he threw up, you know what I mean, or a little cherry that he threw on this Sunday. Yeah, Easter egg.
I like that they pointed out Rich Paul had put the star next to Tyrese Maxey's name on that whiteboard when he was discussing it with Max Kellerman. And I thought it was interesting. Was that a little Easter egg? And also to reference something you said earlier, Sam, like it's player friendly, like the second year is his option. Bro, I think that's just if he's going to go back to Philly, because he said this is the last decision. There's no more. Okay. That suggests to me this is it. He's either playing 1 year in Philly or 2 years in Phillies, and that's it. And he's retiring because he said he seriously was considering retirement. I found it interesting, the reports that came out that LeBron was ready to make the decision. Then those reports in Adam Silver's comments about we're waiting for LeBron's decision to finalize the schedule ticked him off.
Really?
And he said, you could wait another week then.
Really?
And he said, yeah.
No way.
You can't. I kind of like that. Like bring all the pettiness, bring all of this shenanigans. I love it. I don't care. Is he my favorite basketball player of all time? Hell no. Has he earned the right to do that? And should he have the respect to make that decision at his own discretion? I totally think so. Shout out to him. I think they're going to go to the conference finals. I think they're finally going to make it out the second round. We're going to see how the East shakes out. There's a lot of good teams in the East, and not all the teams that have superstars can even make the playoffs.
That's true.
There's not enough space for all of them, so it's going to be interesting.
Is LeBron now considered, in your guys' opinion, an NBA mercenary by going to this fourth team to maybe win another chip? Or do you feel like this is just another kind of step in the LeBron saga, if that makes sense?
That's a good question. But I feel like for me, when I think of mercenary, it's like I think of what's that guy, Braun from Game of Thrones? And he calls himself a sellsword, like a mercenary. You pay me and I do the job. I don't really think it's that for about payment. I don't think that that's really what it's been. I look at him as like a true basketball, a person who wants to win, a competitor. Sometimes there's theatrics, yes. I'm here for all the theatrics. I mean, I just am. I said it. Be petty, be whatever. I'm here. I like entertainment. That's what I'm in. I'm in the game for the entertainment of it. Yep. I enjoy watching all of that, the spectacle of it all. Signed, delivered, LeBron to Philadelphia, put him in the conference finals.
Crazy.
City of brotherly love. And I feel like LeBron, he's not like he's going to be in the bench and play like 20 minutes. He's going to be included in with the starting lineup. So I feel like what you said, it's a good wrap and the end of the story for LeBron.
Yeah.
So let's get it.
It's going to be interesting. LeBron can't give you 40 minutes like he used to, but he can give you a strong 17 minutes.
Well,
17,
more than that, brother. All right, come on, don't be a no.
I'm talking about elite. I'm talking about elite.
Don't do that, brother.
Elite. That's all I'm saying.
No, let's not. Hold on. I'm pulling his stats up.
He
averaged 33.2 minutes last year, my brother.
That's what I'm saying. I feel like
and he averaged 20 and 7 and 6. Come on, let's not do that. So I mean, and I ain't a hater, but that was your team.
Nasty. I think it's gonna be great.
17 good minutes is mean. That was mean.
Listen, I think LeBron James at any second, at any time, for 17 minutes during a stretch of a game is the best player on the court, hands down. That's anybody.
Well, we watched him beat the Rockets last year in the playoffs.
Yep.
So
I'm like,
with no Luka.
So that's what I'm saying. I'm like, listen, you see that Sixers team against maybe not Wemby, but definitely the Thunder. I'm like, I kind of feel like LeBron could take over for a few minutes during the game, and that's the difference between them winning and losing. So
I feel like, compared to the Lakers team last year with LeBron versus the Oklahoma City Thunder, this team is way more suitable, way more potential to beat the Thunder down.
That's what I'm saying. I'm not trying to put a slight to him. I was trying to say, listen, Shea, Curry, Joker, Brunson, Tatum, Brown, it doesn't matter. You put LeBron James, I put money he going to get his 20 and 8. Or, 17 and 10.
He can still have that 25 and 5 plus. He'll still have that 25
and 6 or whatever, or 25 and 4, scoring, with 30 minutes or 27 minutes and going crazy. A nice, strong little stroke. Get it.
It's a good choice.
One small thing that I think is funny looking at these odds is that the Celtics are still sitting as the 5th favorite there. After the Spurs, the Thunder, the Knicks, and the 76ers, it's the Celtics.
But why?
How? Like, what are they seeing? Like, last year, they was projected to be a 500 team, and everyone said, gap year Celtics.
Right.
We send JB packing, and somehow we're the fifth favorite. I will say, shout out to the Celtics for re-signing Jordan Walsh to a 3-year, $15 million deal. Love what that ball-headed brother does. Like, he's crazy. I love his defensive tenacity. It's not the superstar moves you'd think of, right?
I'm just surprised with Paul George, with the glass man. You're telling me you still think we're going to be fifth in the Jones. I mean, I'm going to say this, and y'all might not like me for this. I think Jason Tatum's overrated.
Wow.
I think the league overrates Jason Tatum. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's just me. But I think it is. I think that's what it is. I think he's slightly overrated. Now, I did hear something involving the Celtics that could be the reason why they at that point. But we're not going to talk about that yet. But my question is, do you feel like the Celtics could even make it to, make it to the conference championship next year based on the lineup that we had? Praise Pritchard, Paul George, Jason Tatum, Walshy, based on LeBron coming to the East now. Does this kind of knock the Celtics down a peg because, Hallie's coming back?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
True. It is true.
It's going to get a little...
Do you know what I mean?
I like who they drafted. I like that kid, Chris Sinak. I think they got a good steal in the draft. I'm not amazed with their lineup, but I do think they've been economical. I don't know how else to put it.
No.
That second apron is
economical.
That second apron is like a guillotine, and teams are just trying to get their head outside of the ramparts, whatever you call that. They just trying to get their head out of it. It's still a good team. Trust that they gonna give teams a lot of difficulties.
Do you like this team better than your Celtics last season when Tatum was shut down?
Oh,
comparing
good question.
This roster?
No, I think that this team is like a less glorious team, but it's a good team. I think that they have the pieces that they need to still have a very good team. Because if you're telling me that Jordan Walsh, D. White, Peyton Pritchard, PG, Jason Tatum, Mitchell Robinson, Neemias Queta resigned on a good deal, it's not a bad team. I'm not sitting here saying it's the best team. I'm just saying it's a decent team.
But is it better than last
it the
year?
fifth best odds to win the championship? It's crazy to me. I'm not seeing that, but I ain't going to doubt them because Joe Mazzulla, it's a system. We talked a lot about Spain being a system and not about the superstar player. And that's how they kind of went and won the World Cup. Can you equate those things? Not necessarily, but I'm saying the analogy holds true that a team focus is sometimes better than a individual superstar focus because sometimes the sum of the parts is greater than the individuals. You feel me? That's what we're looking at here.
So you're more confident with this team, this squad, than last year's squad?
A bit, but it might be because a little bit of smoke and mirrors of losing the big names such as Kristaps Porzingis and Drew Holiday, right? We lost those big names, and we knew JT was going to be missing most of the season. So you're telling me 3 All-Stars are gone, right? So last year I thought the team was going to be worse, but it's a different situation we're going into. I see. Do I feel like we could still beat Philadelphia? I do, because they haven't proven anything yet. Miami Heat didn't do it in their first year when they got them. The 73-win Warriors lost to the Cavs guys.
That's true.
You know what I mean? Let's pump the brakes just a little bit. I still think that the Spurs and the Thunder deserve to be the favorites, but I would say I'll put Philly a little bit ahead of the Knicks and the Knicks ahead of the Celtics. Yeah. After that, though, I guess, you confident the Cavs or the Raptors or the Magic or any of those other teams, the Detroit Pistons?
Yeah. Listen.
You can't forget about the number 1 seed Pistons, too.
But are you more confident in them than the Celtics? I don't care if the Celtics gave up the 3-1 lead to the Philly. I am not more confident in any of those teams. Yeah. That's what happens when you live by the 3 and you stay devoted to the system and you start going 13 for 47 in games. It's like, why don't you go get a bucket? And everyone praises JB and JT, but they didn't. They was on that exact team last year that made those mistakes and lost the 3-1 lead, guys, you know? Right. Yes, JB can go and get a bucket, but he didn't do it last year in those moments that people are saying the Celtics should have had a player who could have went and do that. We didn't, you know, and all love to him because he gave us a great year, and I'm not saying that in like a disparaging way.
No, I hear you.
It's just that's the truth of where we left off. So I want to see them win. We'll see.
Yeah. We'll see.
We'll see, guys.
Well, you're talking about a superstar. You're talking about maybe needing a superstar. Do we have the superstar names? A superstar has been rumored with the trade. And I'm very shocked by this because I thought this was going to happen years ago. Stephen Walden Curry, or Wardell, sorry, has there's some rumblings. When there's smoke, there's fire, and we're hearing that this man might be leaving the Golden State Warriors. Everybody thought that LeBron was coming, but I don't know, guys. Do you feel like if there's smoke that there's fire, or do you think that this is just a little bit of fugaziness out in the air today?
I don't know what you've been hearing, YB, but I was hearing those. I saw some of those reports, but then immediately after that, I actually saw the updated reports that they're trying to extend him for the rest of his career right now.
Oh, wow, okay.
Yeah, that they're trying to negotiate.
Shut down that rumor.
Exactly.
Oh,
That's and I kind of tend to believe that a little bit more. I don't feel like Steph is really chasing nothing. He already the greatest point guard of our generation, right? Greatest shooter of all time.
Right.
But is he the greatest point guard of our generation? Probably, right?
Yeah, I agree.
Can't think of someone better.
No, not at all.
In our generation, no.
I'd give him a bag.
The Warriors did re-sign Draymond with that 1 year, $27 million
That's what I'm
today.
saying.
So are they trying to lock up their vets, I feel like, here? But how does Curry's contract look like right now if they want to re-sign him here?
It's got to be, 40-something, 50-something million?
Oh, he's a free agent after this year, so they are trying to extend him.
And how much is he getting paid?
62.
$62 million.
Yep.
So what you gonna extend him for? Another 3 years?
He's 38,
200 million?
He's 38 this year, so maybe like a 2 year, 3 years.
He's eligible for the max contract extension of 2 year, $136.7 million on August 29th.
I feel like if you're the Golden State Warriors, you just gotta give it to him. You can't let that go. Because I feel like if those rumors are true and teams are looking to trade Curry, they're going to have to give up so much asset.
The Boston Celtics easily could do it. We give up 3 first-round picks and Payton Pritchard.
Yeah, but you know what the problem is? They don't want to spend that money.
Right.
It's why we traded out of JB's contract and we took Paul George's contract, which is too big, but it's not a long-term commitment.
PG too, maybe if you wanted to get that happen.
Exactly. Yeah. So I will say I'm reading Bleacher Report from today. Shams is saying I fully expect there to be a contract extension when he's available, or contract extension talks when he's eligible.
When he's eligible.
And that he believes it's going to be offered a 1 year or 2 year, and that if it's offered, he'll probably take it because there is mutual interest there, but we'll see, right?
Yeah,
we'll see.
I feel like I saw another team, Miami, also on the rumor where because Miami's trying to buy out Klay Thompson's contract with the Mavs, so they're like, what if we see a comeback of the Splash Brothers? But I'm like, but didn't Miami give their whole thing for Giannis, though, too? So I don't know if they even have assets to even trade for Curry.
Yeah.
But it would be cool to see that. Curry in black and red.
Well, I mean, my question is, and this is what I wonder with you guys, you know what I mean? You guys think about the Dirks. We think about the Kobes, you know what I mean? Do we feel as though, Curry leaving, kind of stains the situation in terms of being a lifelong player? Like, I feel like seeing Curry in a Golden State uniform, or do you feel like LeBron's
it's all
kind
good.
of
It's like D-Wade, Paul Pierce. It's all good. Like, you don't have to stay the exact long thing. Shaq's a little different because he was kind of just the most dominant. He had that 3 year. He started as the Magic and went. You're right. Like, we think of Shaq, we kind of think of him as a Laker, as his most famous. But let's not forget, he won one of them things in Miami too.
He did one.
And then he played with a bunch of teams after that. But if you think about Paul Pierce, for example, it's okay. You think about him as a Celtic. You know what I mean? You think of Dwayne Wade. He didn't play every year in Miami. He did have those exactly. He had the time away, but it doesn't really stain. I don't think it doesn't stain the reputation. It's definitely a harsh reality if you're a Warriors fan. Them glory days is over. That's it. I don't have much else to say. I'm not interested in talking past the Warriors past that Curry.
Like MJ too. Like,
it's
like the Wizards stint he had. Like I think of MJ as a Bull always. You know what I mean?
Of course, bro.
I see.
I feel like you saying that Paul Pierce and Stephen Curry in the same sentence is crazy.
Well, it's not about them as players, but it's you said in the context of the team. You know, as a Celtics fan, you know what I mean. That's undeniable that our one player who's like that. Like the new era, we was looking at JT and JB like that, but now it's going to be JT because JB's out the door. Right. But that was Paul Pierce for us. Yeah. You know?
That was your man.
That was our guy. I mean, I feel like it's just tough. It's tough for me to even think about him in a different uniform. Yeah. And I don't think he's going to. You know what I mean? If they're going to give him $136 million in the next 2 years, bro, you know what I mean? I'm going to take that money and shoot my shots.
He probably earned it, too, because that will still give the team a lot of fans coming to visit, one of the highest-selling jerseys ever. I think it still does something for them. It still
does something for him.
Yeah. So, we'll see, guys.
Draymond's not putting him in the seats. We know that.
Draymond.
I love my guy, but he not the number one stunner when it comes to putting him in them seats. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? No. You need the boy, the 3-0 on the back.
Yep.
Guys, are we ready?
Let's go. Let's get it.
I think it's time because we finally have some news. I feel like you'll be happy.
Listen, ladies and gentlemen, we are getting close. We're sniffing. We're smelling. We're seeing on the horizon. The NFL is coming back in rotation. When the season starts, this will probably one of the biggest seasons that we ever have. We have a new addition to the family that's going to be coming around the time that the first week of the season is going to be kicking off. Yep. So I know that all of the boys, as well as you guys, are going to be so involved in listening to what is happening next. But to kind of give us a little bit of a appetizer, a little bit of a starter to start the day.
Oh, we got plenty. It might even be. We got some.
We got a lot of meat, but I'm just saying. We got a lot. We ain't in full season swing yet, but we got some things cracking.
Yep.
We got GMYBK back in the building when it comes to the NFL.
Yep.
And when you know he's in the building, we talking about that shmoney, honey. Now, I heard... You talking about your Eagles a little earlier. You know, we might be on the Philly train today. You know what I'm saying?
Back to the Philadelphia.
I heard your Eagles did a little something, and I heard it was to a brother who just, he sometimes like to spit on people from time to time, but at the end of the day, the Philadelphia Eagles did not spit on him when it came to this money, baby. Yep. They showered him with some dump.
Woo! So Mr. Howie Roseman has extended our boy Jaylen Carter, defensive tackle, for a 4-year, $152 million contract extension with the 106 guarantee, making him the highest paid defensive tackle in NFL history, everybody.
Put the money on the floor, ladies and gentlemen.
I think he got 2 or 3 time full-time All-Pro, Pro Bowl, and a championship in his belt. So let's get it. I feel like it's going to be a great signing. Oh, man. It's crazy how, the generation of Eagles kind of, came to Jaylen Carter after Fletcher left. Because I love Mr. Fletcher Cox.
Come on.
I love the man. But now, we got we got a highest paid defensive tackle in our squad. Woo! I feel happy about that. How do you feel? Because, you've been following the Birds a little bit.
I have been following the Birds, you know what I mean? My man's Black Jew kid, you know what I mean? He's a resident Eagle fan, you know what I mean? Like my man Sam, you know what I mean? And we be talking, you know what I mean? They be chit-chatting and things like that. And we've been to a couple games, we've seen a couple things. But, I'm really excited about this signing. I felt like when you guys drafted him, you know what I mean, in 2023, that he was going to be somebody that I knew was going to be a fundamental pillar of this team and pillar of this defense. And I think it's amazing that I think you guys have gotten him, in my opinion, for a steal. I think, the $106 million fully guaranteed, I think he's going to earn his money in weight. And I think this just puts a nice little anchor on your defensive thing. You know what I'm saying? Y'all got something nice over there. Nice. Something nice. Michael John, how you feeling about this?
Big money for the big boy. Yeah. That's a big topic right now is how much the defensive tackles is going to get paid, because I mean, besides Aaron Donald, who would line up and rush off the edge sometimes too, but was also a nuisance there as a DT. I feel like we don't really see them getting crazy money. Like Chris Jones got big money.
Right.
That's the last like real like superstar that I could think about. I mean, I think it's good for y'all. I mean, I don't watch as many Eagles games, but I know that when I do watch them, I feel like that guy's name is called a lot, and people, it ain't for like a random reason, you know what I mean? So shore up the interior of the defense. It's an important part, shut down run games.
Yeah,
definitely. I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
Our defensive backs are pretty good, so I'm feeling pretty good about, shoring this up. I think it's going to just help us out a little bit, you know what I mean? But speaking of defensive backs, we have another little money on the floor situation. What's going on?
Well, there's a big contract. I will say this before we move on from the defensive tackles. I was gonna say that contract is a huge domino that falls in the defensive tackle market.
Really?
Because Vita Vea is now requested a trade.
Yeah.
Of course,
What?
coming from the Bucks. Yeah, Vita Vea requested a trade because they can't get their contract situation
What?
right. Exactly. So
Vita Vea?
Yeah, he formally requested a trade, and he's been there in Tampa Bay since they won, since
That's what I'm
Brady was
saying.
over there.
Yep.
When they won one, he's one of them big boys.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Them big boys in the interior, and they want their money now. It's not really an overly glorified position, but they want their money. So that's a huge that money that Jaylen Carter just got is huge on some of these teams and players. You see it playing out for Tampa Bay, who wants to be a competitor. They got some other contract situations they're going through, but I just wanted to say that because it's interesting how that affects his contract situation.
Big time.
Huge.
But wouldn't you wait though? It's your contract year this year. You
want an extension. What if you get injured, brother?
You can't get no money.
No way. Some people will do that. We'll talk about another player from the Bucks later.
If he goes to a new team, that team's gonna give him that extension.
Oh, they're gonna give him that money. They're gonna give him that money.
Because you're negotiating to trade. Exactly. Like when the way that these negotiations go, the agents reaching out, you're trying to find a landing spot where it makes sense for a team that needs to fill that position in, is interested in extending you.
People ain't trading unless you're getting paid. It ain't gonna happen.
Exactly.
And I'm assuming he asked,
trade kind of deal.
Yeah. And I'm assuming Via was probably talking to them last year, saying, "Hey, I'm trying to get paid. I'm trying to extend me." And they was like, "Well, you know what I mean? Let's see how people's do. We still gotta pay this person. We still gotta pay that person."
Makes sense.
I'm not gonna lie to you. He seems like one of those guys. I seen him play for the Bucks. I seen his name get called so much. I thought he was gonna be a lifer. He seemed like one of those. I think this is really surprising to me. I just felt like, I don't know. I just felt like he was going to be a lifer when it came to the Tampa Bay Bucks. I think of his name when I think of Tampa Bay, but I don't know.
Yeah, he's been there for a hot minute.
That's what I'm saying.
They got to pay him good money, though, because, again, it's one of those guys where, is it glorified stats? Not necessarily. Like Jaylen Carter, I think, has 15 sacks in 3 years.
Right.
Myles Garrett had 23 last year. You feel me? So it's not like you're a sack machine, but it's really about being a nuisance on the interior and shutting down the run game, especially inside runs, and just being an anchor on the defense. It's important. But there is a lot of money getting thrown around to defenders. You mentioned it a few minutes ago.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
So just like how Myles Garrett is leaving town, opened up a little bit of money for the Browns to throw some money on their defense. But instead of the big guys on the line here, they invested a little bit in that corner room right there. So the highest paid defensive back yet again is going to be Denzel Ward. He got his money. He got a nice extension, 2 years, $62.2 million. That's a lot of money. $52 million guaranteed.
Damn.
$31.1 million annual average makes him the highest NFL paid defensive back for the second time in his career, because he was it at one point. He got surpassed. I think you got to pay them boys their money. It's the market keeps resetting themselves. It's important to be able to lock down the number one option on the other team, and I think it's a great signing. I'm fine with that, and I got another defensive back that I hope gets a lot of money, but I want to hear what you guys think about Denzel Ward getting money first.
If you listen to the guys that he goes against on a regular basis, in the AFC East, he's really holding his weight. You know what I mean? Guys are going with 1 catch, 5 catches, 15 or 30, 40 yards, no touchdowns. You got guys like Jamar Chase in division. He has terrible games against the boy. Denzel Ward on Madden when I tell you, is nasty. That boy is disgusting. Pick machine. So, I got to admit, this doesn't surprise me. He is a world-class athlete, world-class man, world-class player. And I think when you can shut down one side of the entire field or your number one wide receiver, because he's covering your number one every single week, you gotta pay him that bread, especially in that division at the end of the day. I think if it was the NFC South, maybe it'd be a little bit different. But it's the AFC North, baby. They gotta pay him. They gotta pay him.
So I feel like he signed a 2-year extension. Is it because Browns are trying to because for a player like Ward, wouldn't you give him a little more years, like a full? Or is that we're going to take our time, still give you the highest
I think you
paid
give that for a younger player.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll talk about him in a second, but I think you're at that age where if he proves it again here, and you want to know something, there's hometown loyalty here.
Right.
Because Denzel Ward is from a suburb in Cleveland. He went to high school, went to college there, that. He's a hometown guy.
Ohio State.
Yeah, exactly. You feel me? He's from Macedonia.
He is Cleveland.
So that's what I'm saying.
Ohio,
how we were
what I mean?
talking about,
Okay.
I think it's perfectly fine.
Yeah.
You make it $60 million with 52 guaranteed over the 2 years.
You're
No
right.
problem. We'll talk about extending next year when we need to talk about it.
Gotcha.
Let's just get this year under wraps. And we're not talking about a team that's coming off 10 plus wins and is has a big expectations and you want to, it's fine. I think it's great. I think it's great.
Okay.
I'm happy for him.
He has potential to make another extension after this year.
No, he's a great player.
If he goes crazy.
He's a great
Yeah, exactly.
player.
You can give him more,
Yeah.
but let's just see how he performs going into the age 30 season.
Yeah.
I see.
I know there's a lot of people that might be getting money, but the one that I think is most important in relation to Denzel Ward is our boy Gonzo. He's lining up for a big contract right now. And let me pull up.
What are we looking at?
Well, it's going to be, according to Robert Kraft, it will be the biggest contract of all time.
Contract of all time?
But you want to know what he said? He came out saying he'd like to keep the negotiations private. I don't blame him.
Who said this?
Gonzalez.
Gonzalez said he'd like to keep the negotiations private.
Exactly. Well, right now, if we're looking at Denzel Ward signing 31.1 per year, well, that means we're going to have to make it even more for Gonzalez.
Would it be 4 years? 4 years?
Right now, what is he?
He's
24. So Ward is 29, coming 30. So you're looking at a 5-year, full 5-year extension?
I hope so.
That would be nasty. Five year,
For 30 million each?
30 million each for one
32 to make the
100.
highest?
I'd do him 108 guaranteed or 110. Because what did Ward just get guaranteed? Like 50?
Ward got 52.
I'll give him 104 or 108 guaranteed. I'll pay him 143 for 5 years.
Yeah, I think he's getting $35 million a year.
Yeah, I think he's getting
you've got to give him 30, 4 years, $150 million contract, but 105 guaranteed or something like that. I don't know what it is exactly, but in all due respect to Kraft, I do feel like sometimes when you put those conversations and discussions public, it puts a little bit of a burden on the player, and I know he needs to get his money, but this is what his response was to Kraft saying Gonzalez has been offered a contract to make him the highest paid cornerback of all time, and we'd love to keep him with the franchise for many years to come.
Right.
He said a ton of respect for Mr. Kraft and what he's done with the franchise. It's just something we don't want to handle in the media. I keep that with the team and my team and go on about that.
That's a variable answer.
He's trying to get that money.
He said, listen, Vrabel said when they ask you about your money in real life, don't say nothing.
Yep.
Put the money on the flow. You know what we say on MSD. You could probably tat it on us now. I should make a little banner for us because that's we need to get a little silhouette of our faces and us talking. It says put the money on the flow. Seriously, because that's what we're talking about. I would love nothing more than to see that contract go through. I'm totally happy with that. Yeah, that's it. That's all I got to say. I'd give him that money. And shout out to Denzel Ward getting that. I know the price for Gonzo ain't going down anytime soon.
No.
Put the money on the flow.
I mean, your Davis getting paid 22. You know what I mean? And Gonzo's definitely trying to Trying to get that cash, though.
Yeah, he's going to get paid big, guys.
Oh, yeah.
Guys.
A couple more years for our boy Drakeo to get it, too.
Tim
But
Williams getting 28.
yeah, he's getting good money.
Guys, one last little nugget that I just wanted to throw out there. We talked a little bit about people getting their money.
Yeah.
It's looking like our boy Baker is gonna play out his deal.
Yeah, he is.
Yep.
How are we feeling about this?
Contract year?
Contract year.
Yep.
Bet on yourself. Practically tore your shoulder last year.
Yeah.
Is this a smart idea or is this not a smart idea?
They didn't come to a conclusion, and I think he doesn't feel like he's a middle of the pack quarterback. I think he thinks he's a top 10, top 5, and the numbers kind of support his stats. Like over these last few years, have been pretty damn good. He's played well for the franchise. He plays through the injury last year. Listen, put it to the side and let's play. He showed up to the minicamp, unlike Vita, who didn't. He said, I don't want to go. He showed up and said, I'm not talking contract. We talk about that before the season. They don't come to a decision. And he said, I'm just playing. We're just going to play it out. I'm not going to talk about it then.
Dang.
And now watch, don't let him go for 35, 40 touchdowns. Don't let him go for 30 plus touchdowns, well over 4,000 yards in a pretty good year and a winning record. Exactly. I mean, he's been pretty good. Don't let him do it again because he's going to get paid good. You feel me? He's going to get paid real good. So
well, he's already making $33 million right now, which averages, it puts him 16th right now around.
Yeah, there. Middle of the pack.
Middle of the pack. So he's looking for that 60 milli, 47, 52 type deal. And I wonder if Vievedo said, "Listen, if you're not going to give Baker his money, I'm definitely not coming back because I'd rather go where he's going, where the soldier's going." So I'm a little shocked about this. You know what I mean? Again, seeing Baker in Tampa feels nice. I'm watching the show Quarterbacks right now.
Oh,
That's been really cool seeing what he's been doing, seeing the black and bruises he's been going through, the warrior mentality. So, he's not that crazy, what I mean, like he sounds to be. So we'll see what happens. I'm a little concerned though. I'm a little concerned.
Some more money is going to get thrown. We still got some free agents that are sitting there that we can get to that to see who's going to get signed. I know we kind of went through the big news, but I want to show you guys something. I'm about to send you guys. I came across this earlier. My homie sent a post. I just sent you guys. I want you to take a look at this one. This is the top 10 QBs. Looks like that DraftKings posted here per Fox. I think we got to talk about this because this is crazy, guys. Like I'm interested.
You sent it to the group chat?
I just sent it to the group chat.
I gotta grab my phone real quick. I'll try to keep it off air while I'm thinking. But send it. Let me see.
Let me see if I can give it to you airdrop. I'll see if I got your computer over there.
While my computer's open.
Oh, you know what? I think I got you right here.
Got it. I got it.
Take a look at this right here because I thought this was crazy, guys. My homie sent me this one and I was like, no way. Is this real? Like, this is what we talking right now?
Okay.
And I thought, so I'll pull up the graphic.
What?
I know.
Get the what? Where's my boy?
Oh, this is disrespectful.
Where's my boy?
This is disrespectful.
I'll pull the graphic on the screen so people can see.
All right.
I'll pull it up on the screen so y'all can see what we talking about.
Listen,
what do we guys thinking?
First off,
going into this year,
this
is the graphic they sending me.
First off, okay, this is highly disrespectful for a number of reasons.
Oh no.
Okay, you got my boy, the number one stunner, coming off of a Super Bowl appearance, Drake May. At number 10, are you crazy? Jordan Love, I like him at 9. I'm okay with Jordan Love at 9. Jared Goff at 8. I could eat Jared Goff at 8.
Nope.
Sam Darnold at 7. I can also eat Sam Darnold at 7. This is where it gets a little wonky for me. Joe Burrow is 6. Either put him in the top 5 or don't put him on the list because he's been hurt. It makes no sense to me.
Okay.
Justin Herbert, you throw too many picks. Matthew Stafford, after coming off of an MVP season, you're number 4. And Caleb.
That's the one I'm like.
Iceman. Listen, I know Drake dropped a great album. I know Iceman is fire. I know it's unbelievable. But Caleb Williams is number 3. What are we smoking?
Some bad.
Patrick's 2, Josh Allen's 1. What's going on here, guys? This is disrespectful.
I know it's.
I wouldn't even put Patty Mahomes at 2.
I can't.
Where's Jalen Hurts?
Yeah, well,
Why is Jordan Love at 9?
Interesting. I'm right here. I'm gonna start writing down just so I can kind of give you guys I want to run through the names ridiculous. That I would put here too. It's funny because there's a lot of, to me, first off, there's a name that's missing that I think is ridiculous to be missing in Lamar Jackson.
Okay.
Unbelievable that he's not there. I also find after last year and the way they performed, we're coming off of going into this year, right? We're not saying their career. T-Law ain't on the list either, and he's coming off having his best year that I've ever seen him have.
That's true.
For sure.
That's true.
So I'm a little bit I'm trying to sort my thoughts through here. Who I think belongs on this list? I am writing down some names. I got 6 here.
Okay.
I got to run through it to see how I am feeling of who deserves to be here. I do like some of these names though. I think the most ridiculous one is Caleb Williams being at number 3.
That's what I'm saying. Caleb Williams being in the top 5 is ridiculous.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
Justin Herbert also being in the top 5 to me is ridiculous.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Again, I know he's coming off injury too, but
I'm just saying. I just top 5, top 10 quarterbacks. This is crazy.
I mean, no Jayden Daniels, right?
Which I'm okay with. I'm okay with that. You're coming off an injury. You had one amazing season. Dak's not on the list.
I think I got
your boy Purdy is not on the list.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying. Right
Purdy
now,
not on the list.
I'm thinking it through. I think
Lamar's not on the list.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you guys my list because I'm kind of working it right now. I just started writing it down to see what I got. I'll put Josh at 1. It's fine because Patty coming off the injury and had a tough year last year, and I'm putting Josh at 1 and Patty at 2. I'm gonna go to reigning MVP Stafford at 3.
You put Patty at 2?
Yeah, I see.
Patty.
Let me go here. Let me go, and you guys can,
and
then you guys can go. I'm gonna put Josh at 1.
Okay.
I'm putting Pat at 2.
Okay.
I'll put the reigning MVP, Matt Stafford, at 3.
Okay.
This is where I'm going to go. Maybe it's because I'm a little bit biased here, but I'm going my boy Drakeo, going to be at number 4.
Okay, I like that.
I'm going to put my boy Lamar at number 5.
Okay.
And this is where I feel like I actually think the list, now that they put Joey Burrow at number 6, I'm going to respect it. I'm going to put Joey Burrow at number 6 as well.
Okay.
That's fine.
This is where I'm having a hard time a little bit of where I want to end this list. But off of who I saw last year, I think T-Law had a better year than the Jordan Loves and the Jayden Daniels was injured. So I'm putting Trevor Lawrence at number 7. I'm putting Jayden Daniels at number 8.
Okay.
And it leaves me with 2 more spots. I think I'm gonna go Herbert at number 9 because I think he is a talented quarterback.
Okay.
He just chokes in the playoffs.
Okay.
That's the big issue. And it leaves me 1 more spot, and I do like Jordan Love, so he'll take my number 10. So that wraps it out. Josh, Pat, Matt, Drake, Lamar, Joey B, T-Law, Jayden Daniels, Justin Herbert, and Jay Love at number 10. That's my of me just riffing here off the top. I'm sorry, but I don't think I can have Hurts cracking the 10. I just can't. I don't got him there myself, at least.
I can't see it either.
Yeah.
That's tough.
I'm gonna take out. I think I like everything about yours. I'm gonna take out.
Does Baker deserve to be there?
No, I'm gonna take out Jordan. Sorry, I'm gonna take out T-Law and I'm gonna put Dak.
Okay.
That's what I'm gonna put Dak. Because I think as a quarterback, going into it, I think as a quarterback, I would take Dak over.
And you think it's you have a similar list too as well, literally. You're saying
everything else is the same.
You're saying literally just swap. Okay,
I could literally just swap Dak out.
I could respect that
because I need to see T-Law do it twice.
He puts up numbers every year.
That's what I'm saying. I need to see T-Law do it twice.
I respect that.
I need to see T-Law do it twice. But T-Law had a great year, but I'd swap him out with Dak. And Jordan Love is in a great system, so I'm okay with that, even though I don't.
You're right. I feel like Purdy could Purdy be at that 10 instead of Jordan Love?
Yep.
He could, right?
Right. If you're gonna, my whole thing is if you're gonna put a second year guy or going into third year guy, you cannot put Caleb Williams at 3 and Drake May at 10. I feel like that is ridiculous.
I like Caleb Williams, but I kind of want to see one more year of it. I think it was the first year under Ben Johnson was good, and I think he has the most spectacular plays, but I don't know if I'm ranking him top 10 yet.
Yeah. YBK, talk to us.
I kind of like this ESPN thing we read last week.
Okay.
I want to take out...
Is this fantasy, though? This is fantasy rankings, brother.
Oh,
yeah.
fantasy rankings.
Yeah, this is fantasy rankings. So let's
right.
I mean, like, we could, like, look at it that way, too, but I feel like fantasy is a different game. Different beast.
Right. We're talking about winning games, taking your team to the playoffs.
Yeah, I feel like I'll take Josh.
Okay.
I'll take, Stafford at 2.
You take Stafford at 2.
Okay.
Stafford at 2, and I'll give Drake May to 3.
Okay.
Wow.
Generous. I like that.
Drakey.
Lamar Jackson definitely next up.
Is that
list.
4?
At the 4.
Okay.
Yeah, I think Lamar kind of... How is he not on that list that we were looking at?
I don't know. As an Eagles fan, I'm going 5 Jalen Hurts.
That's all right. We know that
hometown.
was coming.
I like that a lot. Hate to say it, but Dak Prescott, what you guys said, he makes numbers. He does the numbers.
So 6?
So I'll put him at 6.
Wow.
Joe Burrow next.
Yup.
Okay.
Purdy.
Okay.
Purdy afterwards.
Okay.
What about
T-Law.
T-Law?
And then Justin Herbert.
You're not putting Mahomes on the list.
And then I'll put Mahomes at 10.
Well, no, but you gotta hear.
I got one more?
No, you
That's
didn't. Because when you who did you say after Trevor Lawrence? That would be your 10th.
Purdy.
Well, Purdy was 8.
Oh,
though.
he was
so you
8.
went.
Herbert.
You
said
had
T-Law.
and then Herbert.
Herbert.
So
Yeah,
you got
Herbert.
so you're
And
gonna
I have
leave.
Mahomes at 11.
You're gonna leave Mahomes off the list.
Yeah.
Gucci,
I'ma have
listen.
to. I'ma have to.
Listen, Eminem didn't make the list.
Yeah.
Eminem didn't make
I
the
think
list.
so. That's my top 10 for the 2026.
Holy cow, guys! This is gonna.
Shout out my nigga Gucci.
You crazy! I know. And shout out to Wayne for that one too. You right. Wow. I'm gonna take these lists now that I have this little list here. I'll put it up. I'll give a little graphic. So
Yes.
we have QB rankings according to MSD going in the list. I already know. Let the comments flame me as much as you can because I want to know whose list is the best list.
I agree.
And we're gonna have to come back and look at this at the end of the year. We'll do a mid-season check-in and we'll come back to end of the year.
I like that.
I mean, it's tough for me. I feel like the name that I feel like you're missing as well too, but not only Mahomes is Jayden Daniels, and I know he was hurt last year, but I just feel like I don't even think Jalen Hurts is the best quarterback, is the second best quarterback in your division right now. I would
Let's
probably
erase Herbert and put Jaden Daniels. I like that.
You want to slot
switch
Jaden
around?
Daniels
Yeah,
at
I
the
like
10?
that at the top 10.
I respect it. Listen, I
I
respect
enjoy
it.
that guy. I like the guy.
I respect it. Raw talent. What did they do last year? I think there's a lot of things that go into what makes these lists. All right, well, I guess we got to see. That was fun, guys, because we're gonna have to come back. We'll touch base and see. Maybe our thoughts will change, and I don't fault no one for changing their mind, but I thought it was interesting. Like, to be honest with you, I don't even know. That graphic was sent to me by a little coworker, so we're gonna have to see, because I don't even know if like the veracity of it, but whoever made that graphic is crazy.
Wow.
But they might say to us, "You're crazy. You don't know ball."
Could be.
Y'all let me know who the top 10 is, because I'd love to hear it.
Comment down below. Let's go.
Please do. Oh, gosh.
Oh, my goodness.
Guys, episode 60, the big 3. Feels like we was back in the day on like episode 6 when we first started.
It's
you know what I mean? Now we're at 60 episodes. I really got to just thank you guys for rocking with us. You know what I mean? We've been building this for a while. We're getting ready to start our nice NFL season.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And I'm really excited to start this season with you guys. I feel like we're all here in LA.
Fantasy's coming up.
Fantasy's coming up. It should be
Oh,
lit.
for people who live in Los Angeles, I saw an ad for SoFi Stadium. You can host your fantasy drafts at SoFi. Walking their field, using their clubs is $125 a person.
Okay.
So it's not bad. So you can like have this whole chart, have a whole event going. So people who live in Los Angeles, tap into SoFi.
Better be some
Have your
food
fantasy
now,
there.
I need something. I need something.
All right, well, I think that puts it well. I can't wait for fantasy season. We're gonna have to arrange it.
It's gonna be a party. It's gonna be a party that day.
Hey, shout out to my brothers. Shout out to everyone who popped out. Shout out to my brothers right here. We had a beautiful baby shower this last weekend. So I just want to say, love to my brothers. Love to everyone who tunes in. Can't wait for the next one, y'all.
Can't wait.
We love it. Let's get it.
Oh, come on.
Beautiful.
Let's do it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Episode 60, everybody. Damn, we've already made it to that 60 point. We going 100. Let's get it. Let's get it. RCR presents MSD Sports, episode 60. My name is Sam. You can find me at YBK up in here. We got Mikey over. You can find him at Michael John DeStefano. We got David Camden. Let's get it. You can find him at Mr. Club Paradise. You can find us, MSD Sports, at RCR MSD Sports. We are on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok. You already know it. And we'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.